Hello and good morning, ambassadors. Hanging out with me this morning in Big Sky, Montana. This is a members only video brought to you by your silly friend Nisi. So look, I don't know how many of you all have a life like mine, but I don't get hardly any time to myself at all, if any. And so I was just talking to somebody. Oh, it was Sherry. I was answering her email. And she was talking about her son, and I'm like, I can relate. So usually the only time I really get by myself to myself is when I go to make grocery runs into the town, a couple towns over. Anyway, so that's what we're doing today. And I'm going to flip this over because I want to show you guys my beautiful drive to town. And I'm going to talk to you guys while I drive. I'm leaving my drive. Oh, hang on one second. Maybe it's the sun glaring off the window that makes that look so blurry. Or maybe it's my windows. That's really weird. Now, let me see. It's not a very good view. I'm sorry, you guys. It's the sun. It's the sun bouncing off the windows. It's making all that kind of that hazy look. Because my lens is clean. I just checked. Anyway, so like I was saying, I really do need my downtime, and I get very cranky and very irritable and highly triggered when I don't get enough rest and I don't get that time I need to reset. And so sometimes I'll find an excuse to go to the grocery store just so I can get a minute. I mean, that's just the life of a parent, and it doesn't matter if you're a mother or a father. Fathers go through it too, especially like if you have a very new family and you have, there we go, yeah, so it was the sun. Okay, it's nice and clear and crisp now. Did you see those pretty mountains we just turned around? And the clouds. Anyway, so, oh, the mountains are so clear today. You can really see them, they're so beautiful to hang on. Let me show you. Look how pretty that is. That is the snow cap. That is not a cloud, you guys. There's my mountain right there. Bloop. I'll be back over here. Oops, sorry. Hang on. Here we go. Anyway, so like I said, it really doesn't matter if you're a mother or father. We all need our downtime, and sometimes you have to find ways to get that downtime, and for me it's the grocery store. Legit, it is legit the grocery store. Anyhow, so listen, I want to talk about porch chat. So every time I try to do like a particular subject on porch chat, it just doesn't seem to get talked about, and it's because I have this need to read every single comment in the chat. Look at that, you guys. Look at that. The stupid card thing is in this thing right here is in the way. You guys to see the pretty mountains. The mountains are so pretty here, and it's such a beautiful day. Let me see. Here we go. Look at those beautiful mountains. Look how pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am so blessed where I live. All right. Back to porch chat. Okay, so, and, Tank and Dawn Aaron and Spring and Sherry Knowles and, oh my gosh, the list goes on and on and on, have told me, Nisi, don't worry if you can't, hang on. There we go. Camera was all blurry again. It's so weird. I had to tap it to get it to readjust itself. Told me, not to worry about it, that, you're not going to be able to read every single comment. But I'm telling you, when I miss somebody, I hear about it. I get either a private message sometimes I get an email. You didn't see me. Did you not see me in there? Did you? I already had one falling out with somebody because I didn't notice they had missed my live a couple of times, several times, and I didn't notice that person because that's when my dad was going through his cancer battle. I had just found out. I found out the day before my birthday, and then he died. I went to, well, before he died, let's back up. So I found out the day before my birthday, December 6th, that my dad had small stem cell lung cancer. And then shortly after that, I found out it had already spread throughout his entire body. And I don't know why my camera will not stay focused. It's very annoying right now. And then, see, there it goes again. There, maybe that will help. And then I rushed to go visit my dad the first, literally right after Christmas. And then I came home, okay, and emotionally worn out from that trip because I knew it was the last time I was going to see my dad alive, more than likely. And he just looked so sick and thin and frail. And I was really worried. I know they were trying to give us hope on his treatment, but I was really worried that he wasn't going to make it past February. I was hoping he would make it at least to his next birthday in June, but I wasn't very hopeful. I'm just going to be honest. And so I was emotionally worn out. And then literally, it wasn't even a full 2 weeks, you guys. And next thing I know, I'm having a full-blown meltdown in the middle of the airport because I can't fly out because the flights kept getting canceled. Flights out of Missoula, Montana, the flights kept getting canceled. And my dad's funeral was the next day. And I was, worried I was going to miss my own dad's funeral. I'm a daddy's girl, major daddy's girl. And so I'm having this full meltdown in the airport, and then my husband, I call my husband, that's who I was having a meltdown with, bless his heart, gosh, you guys, that poor man. And he literally got a friend of ours, two friends of ours to switch days to share the responsibility of just taking care of my Briley, my emotional support pet, my fur baby. Just take care of her bare minimal needs. Take her out to go potty and feed her. Literally, that's it. Not spending any time with her because she doesn't do well with others, like her mama, me, believe it or not. So she has major social anxiety, and she's a very high-strung dog. And then he grabbed Zayden, and they threw some clothes in the trunk and went to the airport, picked me up, and off to Texas we went. And we drove through the night. And then, I got there the night before, like late night before my daddy's funeral. Sean and I didn't even have time to even really rest. So I'm going through all this crap, right? And then, I'm on my way home, and we finally make it home from Texas. I'm totally exhausted from the last 2 months of just pure hell is the only way to describe it. And I get this nasty, it's not really too nasty, it was just a very upsetting message. I'm not going to say the word nasty because that's way too extreme and not a fair word to use. It was a very upsetting message. And I did reply to the person, and I wrote this novel about, you're so busy worried about me not noticing you in my live chat. You haven't even made one comment, sent me one message about my daddy dying. What do you mean? And so I wrote this big novel out, and I was, having a meltdown in my living room, talking to my husband about this message I got through Facebook Messenger. And my husband's like, why are you bothering giving this person a huge novel reply? They don't care that your daddy died. All they care about is you didn't see them in your chat. He's like, honey, that's not a friend. They're accusing you of not being a friend, but they're not a friend. Why are you wasting your breath? And I thought, oh my God, he's right. Why am I wasting my breath? Why do I care so much? Why am I defending myself to this person? Everybody knows my daddy was dying. And besides that, there's a lot of people that come into the chat sometimes. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes there's just a handful of people. But sometimes, for me, over 10 people is a lot of people for me to keep up with in a live chat. And so he's like, you need to cut ties with this person. just delete what you just wrote. And so I did. I unsent all the cool thing about Facebook Messenger is you can unsend your messages to everybody. So you don't see it and they don't see it. So I went ahead and I deleted all my messages. I unfriended the person and I blocked them. And I also blocked them from my YouTube channel. Because I just did not, and I wrestled with that. I felt guilty about it because I'm a Christian, and I felt like, boy, that was really extreme, Nisi. That was really mean for you to do that. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I just can't handle that kind of negativity in my life right now. I'm still grieving the loss of my father. Anyway, I say all that to say, I get these messages sometimes. Sometimes most of the time, that was the only mean one I got. Most of the times it's just like, hey, I was in there, did you not see me? I want to make sure you saw me. And sometimes I don't see the person, and I'll message that person back. I'm like, I am so sorry. No, I did not see you. Was there anything that you absolutely needed me to know? Did you have questions for me? I do apologize. It wasn't intentional. I enjoy when you're there. You know, I kind of reassure them. But I am willing to reassure them because the message wasn't mean that they sent me. You know what I mean? So it's getting even more difficult for me to keep up with everyone that comes in Porch Chat. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't know what the answer is for that. Except for to say Porch Chat, instead of me having like a major topic to talk about, maybe that's going to be my time just to talk with you all, just literally in the chat and just read your comments and just hang with you. Because every time I try to do like a special topic, I never get to talk about my topic. And I barely, if I even get to, show you what I'm working on. And it's because I'm missing people in the chat. And I feel guilty if I don't say hi to every single person in the chat. So I don't know what the answer is. I really don't. So tomorrow, Porch Chat, we're gonna see how it goes. I got a couple things I can show, but I'm not gonna do major topics. I think from now on I'm gonna do vlog videos like this, except for I'm sorry, I just got a message from my husband that crossed. It looks like the gift shop in over in the Buffalo Reservation no longer carries the Huckleberry soap. Hang on, you guys. Let me. Well, no, I'll call him later. I hope Bitterroot drugstore has it. He must have been able to drop by. I didn't think he went through Kalispell on Fridays. I'm a little confused now. Anyway, what was I saying, you guys? Squirrel! Oh, I forgot to take my medication. Dang. Anyway, so yeah, every time I have like a major topic I want to talk about in Porch Chat, half the time I don't even get to talk about what I want to talk about. Anyway, so this is a members only live. You guys can leave your comments in this video and give me some suggestions. I mean, I'm a human being, and I'm gonna be honest. For those of you that are trying to reach your 1K and you're doing lives, let me just tell you guys, take your time, because the bigger you get, the more people you come in your live streams, it's going to be physically impossible for you to be able to keep up with every single person in your chat. I'm just going to say it like it is. You can give it your best that you can give it, but you're going to miss people in your chat. And for me, I already have a problem being able to read the chat at a fast pace, because I have a reading comprehension disability and I read slow. Although I love to read. I do. I love books. I love to read. I have my own little library at the cabin. But also, I don't see words like everybody else see words. I'm not dyslexic, but the words kind of dance around on the computer screen. If I'm reading a book physically in my hand, the words kind of pop up off the page and kind of do like a wavy thing. I'm gonna have to look up the term, and I'll have to see how you pronounce it, and maybe I'll do a video just on that condition that I have to kind of explain it better. But it's a challenge for me to even be able to read the chat. And I will tell you that Angie from My Precious Yarnery, she dropped a video just a couple days ago, and she shared in that video why she no longer does live streams, and it's because it physically affects her when she's trying to keep up with the chat and read the chat on her live streams. That's why she stopped doing live streams, because she just can't do it. It hurts her eyes. She's dyslexic, so she's having to concentrate really hard on what's being said and be able to read it, and it's exhausting for her. And I don't want to get to that point. I want to keep at least at the bare minimum be able to still do porch chat. So I've got to come up with a way where I'm not feeling like a horrible person every time I miss somebody in the chat. And I just don't have the answers. So if you see way in the background, those are clouds, but they're actually mostly mountains. I'm going to do this so you guys can see the mountains. Isn't it gorgeous? So that's my view that I get to see when I drive to Hamilton, Montana. And get you guys. Oops, you guys are falling on me. Anyway, so yeah, that was just on my mind, and I wanted to touch base with my ambassadors to see what you guys thought on that. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to kind of get your guys' insight on it. Outside that, I'm going to do a vlog video a little bit later, and it seems like it's getting harder and harder for me to get that Huckleberry soap, you guys. And if Bitterroot Drugstore decides to not sell it anymore, I'm not going to be able to get my hands on Huckleberry soap, because they don't sell it online. You can't get it online. You have to get it in a store. So I may have to come up with a Montana substitute for when I do, I don't do very many giveaways, but every once in a while, if someone's having a birthday or their anniversary and I can afford it and I have the cash to do so, I like to donate a spa set, because they're cute, they're easy to whip up, and everybody, the Huckleberry soap is becoming a coveted item apparently on the YouTube streets, and I like to give a little something. I have one bar at home, and that's going to the winner from Jen Reeves' birthday live, and I have one more spa set to whip up tonight, and it's supposed to go to Australia, and I don't know if I can get my hands on Huckleberry soap. And if I can't, I think what I'll do is I'm going to message the winner of the gift and let them know, hey, the spa set's not a problem, it's the soap that goes to the spa set that's the problem. I don't know if I can get my hands on it. So do you still want the spa set, or would you like just a monetary gift card? I'm gonna let that person choose. And usually I don't do substitutions, but in this case I may have to at least offer that if I can't give them what they're supposed to get, which is the Huckleberry soap. And I honestly didn't think it was gonna be that bad. I wasn't gonna have this hard of a time in getting my hands on some. Normally I have like 6 bars at the house, but I gave away I don't know how many bars of soap I gave away during the surprise monetization and 2K party that I had that was a month long. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Cross your fingers and toes so I can still get my hands on some Huckleberry soap. But anyway, I'm going to do a vlog, and I'm just going to discuss kind of what I have planned for my hook. I do know that I need to sew up my spring square swap squares, and I have a tutorial of a way to attach them that I've never attached them before. It looks like it might be kind of cool, and so we're gonna see how that goes. And I think I'm just gonna do like my whips and my finished objects instead of sharing them on Porch Chat. I'll do a major vlog video first, and then if I have time to show it on the live Porch Chat, I'll show it on the live Porch Chat as well. And I do love it when you guys send me pictures of what you're working on or something you finished, because I do like to share those on Porch Chat. Hopefully we'll get to be on the porch tomorrow. It's such a gorgeous day today. I hope we have the same kind of weather tomorrow so we can actually hang out on the porch. And hopefully I can share my screen, because Sherry sent me some pictures of some yarn that she dyed, and it turned out gorgeous. So if you all didn't know, we have several yarn dyers out there that don't do content on their YouTube accounts, but they dye yarn and they're good at it. And Sherry Knowles is one of them. It was beautiful. The colors were beautiful. So I think that's my plan. We'll see how it goes. My channel is always non-stop changing and revolving. That's just the nature of my brain. So of course my channel is going to resemble what my brain does. Anyway, as far as how I'm doing emotionally, you guys, it's a roller coaster. One day I'm fine. One minute I could be fine. Next minute I could be bawling, crying, or upset. So many of you have lost a parent that you were really close with. You totally get what I'm talking about. Or if you lost any loved one that you're really close with, you totally get what I'm talking about. There's like no rhyme or reason to it at all. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm finally in town, so I need to get off this cell phone. Both hands are on the wheel, just so you guys know. And you guys are up on my phone holder thingy hung to my window, so I'm being safe. I love this little tiny town. It's such a cute little town, little tiny mountain town, valley town. Anyway, I'm gonna hit up the local yarn store, because I mean, it's a lot closer than going all the way to Missoula, and it saves me gas, and I just need some more darning needles. And I know they do carry clover supplies at my local little yarn store, so I'm gonna hit them up. Then I'm gonna hit the drugstore for some Huckleberry soap, and then on my way home I'm gonna hit up the grocery store, because I'm all out of cutie oranges, and I really like my Mandarin oranges. I have one every single morning, and I've been out for the last 3 days, and I'm very sad about that, and I want my Mandarin oranges. So we'll see you guys later. You guys, I will see you tomorrow. Have a good Friday, and I'll see you somewhere tonight. I'll see you at Dawn Aaron's tonight on the YouTube streets. Hugs to you guys. Love you all a lot. Thank you for all your support, and thank you for being such good friends. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everyone.